We're doing a movie review. Like Mike, I got my cuzzo here. C to the K to the I to the D. Yo, what up?
What up, y'all? What's poppin'? Road,
Tell them, tell them a little bit about your channel, Road to William.
Road to William. Just shedding a light on my journey, other people's journey in the queer community, Black queer community specifics, and reviews. So basically, yeah, it's like my own little world. Come join it. Vibe out, learn some new things, laugh, cry. But yeah, I'm here with my cousin. We about to do the Like Mike review, old school bop. So yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, this is I'm a 90s kid, so this is one of my favorite movies of the early 2000s. I was a big little Bow Wow fan and basketball fan. There's a lot of NBA players in this. It's funny. I was even getting teary eyed a little bit in the movie. So it gives you some, tears of joy. So growing up, when this movie came out, um, what were you thinking when this movie came out growing up?
Ooh, that's far back. I don't remember where I first saw it. I don't know if I was at theaters. I don't know if I was at your house. I don't know.
I saw it in theaters because, me and my sister Whitney were big Bow Wow fans. She wasn't a Little Romeo fan. I was a Little Romeo fan, but
Romeo is cute.
huh?
Remember, Whitney had us fighting over Little Romeo.
Yeah, yeah.
That's because you were taller.
Because Romeo Miller was my favorite. I had to fight for him.
Have him. You can have
But
him.
yeah, so of course Bow Wow, he was rapping, and now this was his first movie. And I'm a tomboy, so I was like, basketball and Bow Wow, let's hit it, let's watch it. And then also we got the kid Jonathan Lipnicki or something. He was the guy from Stuart Little.
Right.
So, Stuart Little, another one of those childhood movies. You had Brenda Song, she was on Disney Channel. Morris Chestnut, the ladies go crazy over him. Dark chocolate, you know what I mean. Um, he played the basketball player that had to kind of babysit Bow Wow. So, and this movie is basically, he's an orphan, make you get those tears. Oh, he want a family like Bel Air, Will Smith and Bel Air. He finds these shoes that Michael Jordan used to wear. And I looked up the shoes, they were Nike Blazers,
Mm.
and it gave him special basketball talents, dunking, shooting, because he wasn't that great of a basketball player, let's be honest. He wasn't that great. And so it's kind of his journey of that and finding a family. What was your favorite scene of the movie?
Um, my favorite scene.
Yeah, there were a lot.
I had a few. I think overall, because it's. I like when him and what was Morris' name in the movie? I forgot.
Tea time. No,
T-Time.
that was a nickname.
T-Time. Yeah, Tracy. Right.
Yeah, tea time.
Um, I like that him and Calvin Cambridge. like I like their development of the relationship. I don't really care for when he was being mean to him because I'm like, he's a little kid. Why are you being mean? You a grown man. On your channel, I'm like, this is a wholesome channel. I can't be cussing on it. But
Hey,
but I'm just like, I didn't like that part. But when they started developing their relationship more and opening up more, I was like, I like that. The other favorite part of the movie is like at the end when like Calvin and all the other foster kids were like teaming up together and like taking down the bad guys. Like I liked more
yes,
of that, but they do gotta have you know a bad guy. They gotta have conflict. So I get it. But the end when they all came together, that was lit. Because it's
yeah,
enough being an orphan, and on top of that, you got people being like deceitful and doing things behind their backs. It's like their life is already hard enough. Why would you want to make it harder? So for them to come together so they can change the narrative and change for other orphans, like that made it all better, all for the better. So those are my favorite parts. What about you?
that's deep. That's deep. Because their relationship did change. It went from like knowing little brother to like, okay, you're the mentor. They vibing on the court, vibing off the court.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and yeah, even the bully. The bully was mean to, Calvin, but then they banded together at the end. So that's deep. That's deep. That's deep. Cause I was just gonna say some scenes. So my favorite scenes. I'm a basketball, junkie. So my favorite scenes. I rewatched it, and some of my favorite scenes was like with the basketball players. I like it when Dirk Nowitzki pretended to want the autograph for his daughter, but really it was for him.
Right.
I remember when Allen Iverson, that's a top favorite, 2000s player. Bow Wow wanted his autograph before the game, and Allen Iverson was like, player, you know. And then like Mike crossed him. Calvin Cambridge crossed Allen Iverson, and Allen Iverson is known for the crossover. And Allen was like, how you do that, So seeing all of the old basketball players, Chris Webber, he's in the background. Jason Kidd, who used to coach the Bucks, he was on there. he's like, he's like, you need to take your butt back to the sandbox where you came from. And then Calvin was like, sandbox, your last name is Kidd, you
Right.
know.
Right.
So yeah, I really liked all those moves and all those dunks. So I definitely like that. I do like they put a little bit of everything. They put some math, geometry in it. They put some action in it. Scooters when they was trying to get away from the bad guys. They all had scooters.
Mm-hmm.
So it was kind of like a car chase. That was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it definitely had some comedy in there. But yeah, it also had some truth in there too. Like orphans have it bad. Even the kids that were grown up, one of the bullies was like, face it to them, we're like dogs. They only want the puppies. Everybody, all the parents only wanted the little kids, not the big teenagers. So
Mm-hmm.
it showed some reality too. They made another one called Like Mike 2, and it had the little boy from Big Mama's house in it, Did you ever see that movie? And it also had Kel Mitchell in it. You know, welcome to the Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order? You know, Kel loves orange soda. Did you watch that? And if you didn't, it's okay. My question basically is, would you want to see another like Mike?
Only if Bow Wow is in it. If Bow Wow ain't in the third one and his little girl ain't in it somehow, because they look, I think she's in the acting too. I don't know
Oh,
because I barely watched the second one. Like I think I attempted watching the second one, but I don't even remember. Like I don't even remember what it was even about.
yeah, it was still about like how the shoes got electricity in them and gave them powers, but it was more so instead of the league, it was more so about street ball, his friends in street ball. Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't budget for the NBA. They said, we're gonna do around the corner for this one. Yeah, that's the like Mike 2 to me is like Cheetah Girls 3. You know, it's just like it,
Oh, dang.
it didn't need to happen. Um, it did. One thing I did like about like Mike though is like when you were talking about the kids and how they get the older they get more overlooked, and like um, it also shows for tea time that like even though you could necessarily have it all and have the world that they want, the kids want, like there's still issues. Like just because you're grown, you might have it all together. Like you still gonna he still had his own issues. Like yeah, he had a big house, you know, he
Right.
had women left and right, he had money, cars, clothes, but he still had when you could you didn't have to get him anything until like the whole family thing came about. Like he has everything except his family, and
Yeah.
so it's like at the end, like you don't really have all your necessities you need in life. So like when Calvin brought his dad, because you know they had a moment where they were like you know talking about relationships with their family. Calvin thought, oh, this will be a good time for me to like this will be a great surprise because he don't really have anything else to give him. Like he don't have money, he don't have
Yeah.
uh, a whole bunch of things to give him himself. So he felt appreciated by tea time. So he was like, well, let me show my appreciation because this is something I want. I know this is something you want too, but it took like tea time putting his pride aside and his ego aside because that's really what it was. Because, you know, I could see his point of view too of like, oh well, why do you want to? I kind of forgot how that relationship. Maybe you can fill in, but like why their relationship went astray. But even success can make you question people's intentions. Like why do you want to be around me? Like you weren't around as much anyways before, so why should I celebrate it now with you? You know. So it was really just having a conversation with his father and putting that pride aside.
Yeah. They didn't really dive into like why him and his father had issues,
Hmm.
but he actually told Calvin that his parents were dead, and then Calvin found out that it was a lie, and he said, "Why would you lie? You know, I would do anything for a father." And he was like, "Don't worry about it." And when Calvin did bring the father to the house, that their relationship was actually going up, and that kind of hurt the relationship because I guess
Hmm.
Tracy thought Calvin overstepped and was like, "Get him out of here." But eventually, he did open up and went to dinner with his father, but it took some time. So yeah, they didn't really dive into why. Maybe because it was kids' movie, I don't know. But I do like them being real, you know. And
Hmm.
like you said, you could have every. He didn't have no children. He didn't have no wife, no girl. Well, he did. That was funny when Bow Wow took his girl. But he was dating that girl, so who knows? Maybe he married the girl. I don't know. Um, I do like how you said if only Bow Wow's in the third one. I do agree with that, and that's kind of interesting because you said his daughter. That would be cool if a girl got the Michael Jordan shoes this
Yeah.
time and she's balling in the NBA. And maybe Bow Wow is,
Show
you
this
know,
to Bow Wow. Show this to Bow Wow, y'all.
yeah.
You know he gonna want to do it like, oh yeah, let's do that. He's all about it.
Yeah.
And I just
Father and
introduced,
daughter.
so come on, back and forth. Let's do it. We do something for you. You do something for us. Make this happen. This will be a
Yeah.
good movie. This will be a good movie for the kids, for the adults too, because it's like it's giving us some nostalgia. It's giving them something to add to their childhood. You know,
Exactly.
can look back on, and everybody loves a collaboration. Hey, Lil Romeo can be in it, long as he don't say ICDC College. Have him in the movie. Maybe they do a one-on-one. We've always wanted to see it
Exactly.
musically, but we'll do. We can start by baby steps with basketball because they both were into basketball. Lil Romeo with the two times, Bow Wow with the literal basketball song. They need to level up and stop remaking a whole bunch and just develop what's already there.
Exactly. Who knows? Maybe Bow Wow can be the father and a coach,
Yeah,
or a father and a trainer.
Moore's got to be in it too.
Yeah, more make some cat cameos. You don't have to have a full role as long as you're in it. Jonathan,
Yeah, put
Lipsy,
everybody in there. Put them
yeah,
in place.
Brenda Song, you
Maybe
know.
maybe his friend is the owner of the foster place now or something. Or
Yeah,
Brent.
maybe.
Yeah.
Um,
That other guy who was the bully, he's been in a lot of stuff. He can be in something too. He could be
yeah,
the owner of a
he's
team or something. Like we're giving
he's
them too many ideas. That's enough.
yeah, pay us no. um,
Mama need a new house.
um, we're giving you guys great ideas, Hollywood. Now just execute it. Execute. You know. I don't even care if Kel's in it. I don't even I don't even care if the Like Mike 2 cast is in it. I don't know.
Yeah, throw it
Um
there, I guess.
Look, if you can
Throw
make
Big Mama in there too, so she can dunk
that'd be so funny. Put some WNBA
for like
players in
halftime
there.
for the
Huh?
halftime show.
Oh yeah, that'd be dope. That'd
Yep,
be
put some
dope.
WNBA players in there.
Yeah.
Pull them in there.
Put Giannis in there. Um
Yeah,
Dame
put
time.
new players in there. Melo.
Yep, all the new players,
That,
LeBron.
that'll be a good look for him. Come on, tighten up his image. I guess that's what we're doing.
Who you said tighten up whose image?
Ja Morant.
Oh man, yeah. The kids will love it.
They
Just don't just don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do that. It'd be cool if Michael Jordan would be in it, because it is
could be out. He could. I guess it's based off his name, man. He could
it
be
could be like
over Space Jam. Okay?
oh yeah, Space Jam.
He got his own. That's his movie right there.
If if there could be a Space Jam 2, there could be a Like Mike 3, or you don't even have
Yeah,
to call it Like Mike 3. You can just call it Mike Jordan or Air Mike, or I don't know. I don't know.
that's copy.
Something.
That's copywriting.
Hey, he owns Jordan, so hey.
Sure, sure.
But yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it. Vince Carter was in the movie. There was just so many great NBA ballers in it.
From Half and Half was in it, trying to adopt Calvin. That was
Yes.
like they seem like nice people, but it wasn't the vibe.
Yeah. Like you gotta like what at the end of the movie they was jumping on the bed playing. Would they even allow that in Bel Air? I don't know.
They were already too stuck up. Like I'm like,
Uppity.
yeah, I'm like, no, it ain't gonna work. You're gonna try and change him. It's not gonna work. He's gonna
Yeah.
resent but you're gonna be like, well, we put a roof over your head. Like, no, we're not gonna. No, he needs freedom. He needs to feel free. He's already locked up in a house. This rules already. They messing with him in his bed, like taking his shoes from. I'm like, really, bro? Like, so he needs his own space. He needs a chance to be free. That family
Yeah.
wouldn't have worked. It wouldn't have worked.
I do like that both of them got adopted, you know.
Didn't his friend get adopted with him? Didn't he adopt
Yup,
something?
yup.
That was nice, yeah. So they're brothers
Cause
now.
yeah, they're brothers for life, you know. And they showed Brenda, the friend, getting adopted.
Yes.
But yeah, and the next like Mike, it can have some different shoes on there, you know. Those were kind of beaten up, real beaten up bad. If you had to put it like 1 through 10 or 1 through 5 stars, how would you rate it?
What up to 5 stars? I'm gonna give it a 5. It was a really good movie, good storyline, great chemistry of the actors. Um, they gave you, I don't know, they gave you everything you need in a movie.
Exactly.
Cameos, action, sentimental, a quick of a love scene, not too much, just PG rated, PG-13 rated, but they gave you a little bit of everything. I give it 5 out of 5 stars.
Me too. There was no dull scene. It wasn't too long, wasn't too short. It was about friendship, family. It had some bullies in there. It showed you that the world ain't nice. You
Mhm.
know, it showed you foster care and orphans. It showed you how even a person in charge of a foster care kids can be all about the moolah, saying, oh, you can't get adopted. He just wanted to make money off of Calvin, saying he can't get adopted. And then when he got caught, he set up the worst parents of all time. But I was like, I don't want to go with them. The sun will come out tomorrow, you know. And then one family was talking about living in an RV year round, and
Yeah.
it gave you everything.
No, wherever that I go, yeah, I'm thinking of you. Said wherever that I go, yeah, I'm thinking of you. Off the dome, yeah, I rap just for you, just for my boo.
So thank you, cuz, for joining me on Like Mike, this 2000 nostalgia. Bow Wow, he's a true legend. Rapping,
They
movies.
they laugh at him now, but he he get to chill. He get to chill because he put that time in since a young kid. Since a kid, he was on one of these TV shows like not
He
one on
was
one. Was he on one or something?
he was on
He
everything,
was on.
one on one. Moesha. He
Like,
was the 2000 darling.
yeah, and I know he one more thing about Bow Wow, he had it was funny how because I forgot about was it a scene with Fresh Prince in that movie or something like
Yeah, they was watching it on TV.
because he got a song years ago he made. This is when I think this is around the time he stopped doing music. He made a song called "Sell My Soul," and
Mm.
he in the song he had said like he didn't want to sell his soul, and he was saying people want him to be like Will Smith. And I look back and I'm like, oh, I can see them doing that. Like he starts off as a rapper, becomes an actor, and kind of follow Will Smith's path. But he didn't want to do that, you know. He wanted to just have his own life, like be in control of what he wanted to do, you know. And you know, even though he don't make music like that anymore, you know, he's doing what he wants. He has a beautiful kids, you know, he still be touring, he be on the road, you know, so he gets the best of both worlds and as best as he can, you know. So you know, it all worked out for him. So I hope, you know, he can do another like Mike, you know, bring his kids along, you know. So hopefully that's in the future too.
Yeah. Bow Weezy. Bow wow wow. Y'all make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Comment your favorite part about Like Mike. And make sure you go to Road to William. Road to William on YouTube. Deep, deep videos. Didn't you do like videos for the whole week?
Yeah, I'm going for 30 days.
30 days, oh snaps. I thought it was just 7 days. 30 days. Hey,
Hey.
grinding. Keep grinding. Yeah. Thank you guys for joining me. And tell me what other basketball movie you would like me to review. We've already done so many. So our next one's going to be Joanna, man. Tell me your next one. Peace.